What's going on, YouTube? JaniseAileen back. Peace, love, and palm trees and all that. I am back with another story time. I have not done a story time since the Rihanna video, the how I became friends with Rihanna. If you haven't seen that video, click the link down below and you'll see it. Speaking of that Rihanna video, I had got a lot of comments saying that, oh, if you were her friend, you wouldn't try to exploit her, and you're just using her for fame, and you're just doing this and that, this and that. That was not the case at all. If you know me, you know that this me knowing Rihanna thing is not anything new. I've been knowing Rihanna. It's been a while. If you see the video, you'll see how long it's been. So if I wanted to get fame off of her or her name, I would have started my YouTube channel with that. It's honestly a frequently asked question, not just on my social media, but in my personal life too. People always asking me, how do you know Rihanna? Like, they see the pictures, they see the stuff. So it's a question that people ask, so it got answered. I know from that video I gained a lot of subscribers, so hey y'all, welcome. Peace up and palm trees. I'm into palm trees, if y'all didn't know. Happy October. I know you guys see my little decorations in my house for October. We're very festive in this house, so yeah. If this is your first time watching, please click the subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up. I know you guys see the title of this video, so let's get into the video. This story goes back about a year ago, in the beginning of last year. There's three people that you really need to know in this story, which is me, myself, and I, Janice. We gonna call one person Sis, because Sis was doing a lot. And then the other person, we're gonna name them Carter. That seems like a good name. So I get tickets to this show in another city. I was kind of looking for somebody to go with. Didn't really have anybody to go with, asked around. And then it just so happened I came to my last resort, which was this person, Sis. Sis was my last resort. And I was just like, listen, I have an extra ticket to this concert. Do you want to come? Of course they said yes. The plan was now for me to stay over Sis' house for that night. It wasn't going to be like a whole weekend trip thing. It wasn't going to be a whole, you know, me staying in someone's house for a long period of time. It was literally, I was gonna go to that city in the afternoon, go to the concert the evening, come home the next morning to New York, because it's not that far. My original plan was just to take the bus down there. Then I'd seen that, you know, some other people in the fan base that I knew was gonna be driving down there, so I literally just caught the ride. Now, I had no set intentions with these other people, because my intentions was to just get down there and then spend the night at Sis' house and then come back in the morning on the bus. That was the intention the whole time. So we get down to the city, the people who I rode with, we end up splitting up, and then I go by Sis' house. Sis has this friend who's kind of known and popular, Carter, that's their name. And they invite Carter over because they know that I'm a fan of Carter. They know that, you know, it would be cool to hang out with Carter. So they invite Carter over. We're hanging out, just talking before the show. I'm doing my makeup. I'm getting everything ready by Sis' house. I ended up having another pair of tickets, so I gave those pair of tickets to Carter and his friend. So Carter ended up going to the show as well. So then we link back with the people who I originally drove down to the city with, and we get a ride to the arena where the concert is being held. So along that way, the vibe from Sis was just off from the beginning. Sis had caused an argument with one of my friends who was there, and it was bad energy from the very beginning, to be completely honest. And by the way, Sis is a boy, so if you hear me say he, it's because I'm referring to Sis. So we at the concert, you know, it's cool. We got really great seats. I got hooked up. We having a great time, drinking, drink a little bit, smoke a little bit. You know, we having a good time. Somebody comes from backstage and I run into them and I'm like, oh, hey, like, what's going on? And they like, oh, come on, let's go, come backstage. So me and my homeboy goes backstage because he was kind of in the mix too. Well, he is in the mix too, so we ended up going backstage together. So I turn around and tell Sis, like, listen, so the people who we drove down with and who drove with us to the concert, they're in section 13, so go meet them in section 13 so you guys can all link back up together, because I didn't want to leave Sis by himself. So he's like, so what you mean? Like, you're gonna leave me? Like, you're just leaving me right now? And I'm like, I'm not leaving you. Like, I'm telling you to go with people so you're not completely by yourself. Like, Sis is just trying to push her way in. Listen, I'm gonna say him and her because Sis was doing a lot. Sis was trying to push their way in, like, oh, well, I'm going with you. So the person who comes from backstage is like, yo, who the fuck is, like, who's this? Who's this trying to push their way through? So you already made yourself look bad. So now at this point, I'm definitely not gonna take you backstage with me, because you already doing too much. You made yourself look bad. You're not about to make me look bad, and you're not about to embarrass me, because like I said, Sis vibe was off from earlier, and I'm not doing it. It's not that I'm being petty, not trying to bring nobody with me, but it's like, you have to be mindful of who you bring around you around certain people. You can't just bring any old person, you know, with people, certain people. And that's just how that goes. And I go backstage, me and sis is texting back and forth, and I'm just making sure, like, are you good? Did you meet up with them? Is everything okay? Sis is just trying to go back and forth with me for a little while, but then at some point, sis is just like, listen, I'm with them now, so-and-so. Whatever. So I'm still texting sis while I'm backstage, and not continuously, but throughout the period of time that I'm backstage, I'm texting sis, and literally everything just goes blank. I don't get a text back, and I'm starting to get worried now because I'm like, okay, now they're starting to dub me. And remind you, I got ready at sis' house, so all my stuff was there. I didn't even feel comfortable anymore. The friend that I was with, his family was from that area, from that city, so I was just like overthinking everything. Now, originally, I didn't make friends with this plan because we weren't really on good terms. We became on good terms actually that day after 2 years. So my plan was to never stay with anyone. Again, my plan was with sis. I'm starting to feel uneasy. I feel that they feeling some type of way. I'm feeling that they starting to feel angry. So I said, you know what? I just don't want to stay there no more. So I feel the hostility. So I just send sis a text like, listen, I understand you may be upset, so I'm not gonna stay at your house anymore. I'm just gonna come get my stuff when I'm done. Is that okay? Still no answer, no answer, no answer, no answer. I'm calling, no answer. I have my friends like call, like maybe, you know, get in contact from a different number. No answer, no answer. So I'm like, you know what? Hopefully, if sis is this mad, hopefully they just put my shit outside. So I could just go and get my stuff from their house, and it could be over. So I take a chance. After we're done backstage, me and my friend then go and get a cab to sis' house. So I'm banging on the door, calling, banging on the door. There's no answer, no answer, no answer. And I'm like, fuck, because my stuff is outside. I was hoping at least that my stuff was outside, but it wasn't. So now at this point, it's about 3 in the morning. It's early April, late March, so it's cold. Like, it's cold outside. I have on a thin jacket because I was never expecting to be outside this long. I was literally supposed to be going from the car to the arena, to the arena, to the car, to the house. It was never a thing for me to be outside this long. At that point, I just really give up. I know in a lot of circumstances, people would not have done this, would not have made this choice, and would have made the conscious decision to not leave without their stuff. But I was over it. It was freezing. I was drunk. To remind you, I was drunk as hell. And I was just over it. Like, I was just like, it's a wrap. I had to the bus station to try to get a bus back to the city. There was no buses for a while. A bus then comes, but then the driver gave us shit. We were going back and forth. Long story short, we didn't end up getting on that bus. The next bus wasn't until I feel 8:39 in the morning, the next morning. So mind you, it's already 3 o'clock. We're talking about the next morning. Now, the people who I originally came with, I never had no plans with them. So I'm not really mad at them for leaving and coming back. Plus, everybody was just in a bag that night, so whatever. To remind you, Carter, I knew that Carter and sis were friends. Mind you, I didn't have Carter's number, and I figured, listen, nobody could get in contact with him, so let me hit up Carter to see if Carter could get in contact with him, so therefore I can get my stuff, or just let him know about the situation so I can get my stuff. Now, so I hit Carter up in the D, and I'm like, hey, here's my number, can you please text me? It's really serious. So I sent this around, what, 3:30 in the morning. At this point, like, we're sitting in the bus station waiting for the next bus that's coming at 8:30 in the morning. And literally, you know, you start getting tired. You know, you start coming down from your high, you cold, you know, you all shivered up. So literally, we slept in the bus station. Literally, like, I was legit homeless for a night. Like, in real life. Like, and what sucks about it is that I have a home. Like, I have somewhere to rest my head. I have a bed. I have my own, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that, like, I was really sleeping in a bus station. And it's not that it was heated. Like, this is not to accommodate people. This is for people going and coming. This is not for people to just be sleeping. So I was literally on a bench with my jacket on top of me to try to get some sleep. Like, to the point where even when security was coming, like, come on, you guys gotta get up. Like, we were legit homeless people. This was a real traumatic thing that I was going through. And it's about 5, 6 in the morning, and I get a text from Carter. I guess Carter finally woke up because the show was Sunday night. This is now Monday morning. I get a text from Carter, and then I text him back, and I, you know, explain to him everything that happened. So then he ends up calling me, and he's like, oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you, blase, blase, blase. And I'm just telling him, like, yes, like, this is so effed up. I cannot, you know, whatever. So I'm like, listen, I don't want no beef. I'm going back home. I'm over this whole situation. Can you just please get my stuff and I will send you money so you can send me my stuff back to New York, because I had expensive stuff, and honestly, it was just not a good feeling knowing that somebody had my stuff, like my underwear, like my bras, my makeup. Like it was just a lot. Like I did not feel comfortable at all with this person having my stuff. So Carter's like, I got you. You don't even gotta send me no money. Like I will send you your stuff. So bam, that was the plan. Then get on the bus, go back home. I come home, my mom is sitting in the living room and she's like, where's your bag? And I'm just like, Ma, I have to tell you something. So then I end up explaining the story to her, and she's like, you know what, I had a bad feeling about this. Like I knew you staying with this person just rubbed me the wrong way. I just know, but you know, I'm grown. Like my mom, not that she can't tell me nothing, but it's just like, I was gonna go regardless of what she said. And to be honest, I didn't think to call her the night before because I didn't want to stress my mom out. Like she easily would have got stressed out by this shit. And I just didn't want to do it. I felt like this was my situation. This is just something that I had to suck up and deal with. I didn't call anyone. And even when I told friends later on, they was like, why didn't you call me? Like I would have set something up. Like, and I was just like, listen, I was just going through so much that night that me calling anybody wasn't even a thought in my mind. Fast forward to about 3 o'clock Monday afternoon, I get a text from sis. And sis says to me, oh, hey, sorry, I just woke up. I came home last night and passed out. So I'm just seeing your messages. My apologies for everything. That's what you say to me? Like, that's what you say to me after you just left me homeless? Literally, thank God for the person that I had befriended again. Because if not, you would have left me in a city by myself with nowhere to go, no clothes. Like, thank God I had my wallet. I mean, you don't go anywhere without your wallet, but it's like, you really left me for dead, basically, and did not care just because you didn't go backstage to a freaking concert. Are you kidding me? Like, who does that? So I guess by this time, Carter had already spoken to sis and read sis down. So sis was feeling some type of way. So sis presses me like, you know, and I don't appreciate you calling my friends, you know, telling my friends this and that. You're just trying to take my friends away from me, and, you know, this and that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? The only reason I even contacted Carter was because he was the only person I knew that you knew that I knew, so I can possibly get my stuff back. This has nothing to, granted, I'm a fan of Carter. I enjoy Carter's work, but I'm not trying to like be friends with him. Like, it's not even that serious. I just wanted to get my stuff back. It had nothing to do with me and him as being, no, it was never, that was never my intention. But you know, this is how sis felt. Sis felt like I was telling on her. I was tattling on her. And I'm like, bro, come on. So the way that ended was he apologized. I'm like, whatever, you know, I'm biting a bullet because he has my stuff. So I'm not reading him for filth because he has my stuff. I have like a very expensive pair of sunglasses, you know, so I don't want my stuff destroyed. So I'm just not even gonna fight with you. Like, you got it. The way we ended that was, okay, you're gonna give my stuff to Carter. Carter's gonna give my stuff back to me. Tuesday comes. So randomly I get this call from the friend that I met sis through. An old friend that I had met sis through. And just so happens that he brings up sis, like, oh, I saw that you was in the city. I don't know if you know, my best friend lives in that city, so and so. And honestly, no shade, no tea. I don't know if this was a setup, like you was calling me because you knew what happened and you wanted me to tell you what happened. But if that was the case, I fell for the trap because I said, your friend did this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And I'm gonna tell you because I met him through you. So yes, I'm gonna tell you what your friend is giving. I guess, you know, the friend went back and told sis, because then I get a call from sis like, what did I ask of you, Janice? I asked you not to call my friends and get my friends involved. This is between me and you. Like, first of all, what, you embarrassed because you did a fuckboy move? Like, second of all, stop calling my phone. And the biggest problem I feel like I have with this person is that, like, their attitude and the way they speak to people is just really bad. Like, how you want to call me saying, what did I ask of you? Who are you talking to? Like, I'm just not with that. But again, I feel like I had to eat shit because person had my stuff. So we going back and forth. He like, I told you to stop calling my friends. You just trying to put my friends against me. Like, so petty. Like, this is what you thinking about your friends and you have my belongings. Like, you got more issues, bro. In my opinion, your friend is supposed to tell you when you f***ing up. We're going back and forth, and the way that ends is he ends up saying, you know what, your shit is going in the trash, and bang, bangs it on me, hangs up on me. So I just start crying like, no, he has my stuff. So I called a friend back like, yo, I don't know what you told him, but he said he's gonna throw my stuff out. So he then calls sis and calls me back and like, he's not gonna throw your stuff out. He's just upset, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. So the next day, now we on Wednesday now. This is 4 days going on, 3 days going on. I'm just trying to figure a way to get my stuff. So literally I talked to my best friend. My friend is like, listen, just swallow your pride. Tell him what he want to hear so you could just get your stuff back. Because at that point, he was avoiding Carter because Carter was supposed to get my bag. And he didn't want to give my bag to Carter because his thing was, oh, this is between me and you, not between nobody. So it started between me and you, so let's end it between me and you. And I'm like, I honestly didn't see what was the big deal with him giving my stuff to somebody. Like, why you even want to still deal with me? Like, just give my stuff so we don't gotta have no parts. Like, I don't even want to fight with you no more. Like, I just want my stuff. And I end up, you know, saying like, I'm sorry if you feel this way. I never meant for you to feel like I was putting your friends against you because that's never my intention. All I wanted was my stuff back. Eating shit, bro. So he goes, check this out, check this out, check this out. So then he goes, I'm glad, you know, thank you. That's all I needed from you. I just really felt that you was doing it. Right, so then he goes, I'm not gonna give your stuff to Carter. I'm just gonna wait till I get paid and I'm gonna send it to you so you can send me your address. I'm not giving you my address. Are you crazy? I'm not giving you my address. So that was a whole dub. Like, I'm not giving you my address. So, you know, at this point, my wheels are spinning. I'm like, I gotta do something because if he's not gonna give my stuff to nobody, I just have to go get my stuff. Next day is Thursday morning. I hit up my ex-boyfriend because me at that time, me and my ex-boyfriend were like still friends. He knew about the situation and I basically asked him like, can you drive me down here because I need to get my stuff? And he's like, no doubt, I got you. So I let this person know like, listen, you know what? We don't even gotta do all of that because I'm coming down today. Like today, I'm coming to get my stuff. So you don't even gotta worry about nothing. So then sis response is, oh, who you bringing with you? I'm like, yo, I'm not coming with no beef. I really just want to come get my stuff. Like, this is all that this is about. Sister goes, oh, just come in peace and everything will be civil. And I'm like, you threatening me now? Like, now you really got the nerve to sit here and threaten me? No. So I'm like, listen, nobody's coming for that. I'm just coming for my stuff. I go down there. I literally go get my stuff. Like, take it from his hands and literally just turn back around. I know people would have handled this differently and probably would have like whooped his ass or had the, you know, boyfriend whoop, but it wasn't even that deep, bro. Like, it wasn't. I just feel like karma gonna get you if karma ain't get you yet. So I'm gonna leave that in God's hands because I'm not even gonna continue this beef. I mean, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Listen. Yeah. And that's the time I was homeless. Yeah, it was just for one night, but it was very traumatizing to me. And just how it all went down was very traumatizing to me. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. I got more story times coming. And be sure to check out my playlist with my brother, Keys and Palm Trees. Because, you know, we got a little thing going on. You know what I'm saying? We do pranks, vlogs, challenges. We're gonna, you know, spice it up a little bit on my channel with that specific playlist featuring my brother, Jonathan, aka Keys. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more story times. I really hope you enjoyed this. I want to know what you guys would have done. Comment below and let me know what you would have done in that situation. Would you have left your stuff like me? Would you have popped on sis when you seen them? What would you have done? One thing Carter told me was, I know this may sound silly, because people shouldn't expect anything from you, but you're really gonna have to tell people that they cannot go backstage with you or that you're not taking them backstage. I never thought to think about that, but I guess now that's a lesson learned. I know some people probably know about this story, you know, is what it is. I don't feel no way talking about it because this is what happened to me. This was my experience. This is something that I went through. So nobody can take that away from me. This is my story and I'm gonna tell it. My new subscribers, I hope you rocking with me. I hope you enjoying my story. My old subscribers who've been with me since I had like 50 to 100. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs. I'm almost at 4,000. I might be doing a 5,000 subscriber giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you for watching. If you fuck with me, I fuck with you. It's all love. Peace, love, and palm trees and all that, all that, all that, all that, all that.